Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. WTF is retrograde? Well, it's a little hard to explain. It's by 24 Karat Games. It's essentially a rhythm game, but it's also kind of a shooter. And everything's in reverse. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to explain. You'll get the idea when you see it. Let's get through one of the most stylish and blinding options menus you will ever see in your life. Woo! Woo! Well, I should stop that now. That was my WTF Is of Train Simulator 2013. Anyway, yes, the options menu is really quite stylized, although bloody impractical. It's like, look at how pretty this is. Like, I just want to read stuff. You're making it very difficult. Yeah, as I say, options menu pretty standard. Does let you switch between monitors, which is quite nice. Also misreads your monitor, which is not so nice. It popped up my second monitor until I realized, oh yeah, it assumes your primary monitor is monitor 1, even when it actually isn't according to Windows. So yeah, fun times. Nothing really all that important. Calibration, always important to have in a rhythm game. If there is an audio or video delay, you can calibrate both of these things. Quite vital. Now, you can control this for pretty much anything. I'm using the keyboard, which I've probably forgotten all the controls for, so, you know, we'll give it another try. You can actually control this with a guitar. This was also released for PlayStation, so you wanted an excuse to bring out your Guitar Hero stuff again? Oh, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Man, I'm never going to remember all this crap. Nah, I'm sure I'll be fine. I won't. This is going to be actually a very difficult video to do. Doing rhythm games while commentating, basically you become the digitized version of Phil Collins. It's like, how the hell does he play drums and also sing? Good question. You're going to find that out. Anyway, I mentioned to you the idea that this game plays in reverse. It's a bit weird like that. So we should investigate what exactly is going on with it. Alright. We're going to play the campaign. This is all going to be done in reverse. There are also challenge modes available, which twist the rules and objectives as well as practice. Which might not be the worst idea in the world. Campaign, yes. We'll start with medium core. That seems reasonable. And then we'll see how it goes. As you can see, it all kind of goes in reverse here. You start by winning. No, I kid you not. You start by winning, and then you end up going backwards. So this is the end boss. Huge spoilers, obviously. Oh no, it's the end boss. Ah. Gonna shoot him a bit, and he dies. Whee! Great, we won the game. That's it, done. WTF is over. Fantastic. How wonderful. The cute thing about it is it even runs the credits. Yeah. Yeah, it runs the credits. Also, their CEO is Max Power. Seriously? Really? And there's also a giant crab in there, so I think they're actually making a lot of this stuff up. Now everything goes into reverse. So the storyline of this game is that you've really mucked up the space-time continuum in a pretty major way. So you've got to reverse all of this absolute massacring that you just did. Funnily enough, it even records the exact damage that you did there. Now, you're going to see some beats coming in here. And now I have to essentially unfire all of my weapons all the way back to the start of the original campaign itself, synced up with all of this stuff that's going on. Now, here's something I can actually remember the keys from the tutorial. So as you can see, I am unfiring my weapons, and everything I killed with them is coming back in. Now, sort of Guitar Hero style, you also have to deal with the fact that stuff is going to happen on multiple sides. So you've got to hop between them like that. Oh, but yeah, the game's also a shooter. So it's shooting at you. From the back. Yeah. My brain is already melting at this point. And it's making things a lot trickier to play. Actually managed to miss one. Oh god, oh god! There we go. Okay, I'm fine, I'm fine. Now, imagine just how difficult this would actually be at a higher difficulty level on a higher level. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's crazy enough. Oh, just playing it on medium core. It's actually insane. And then also trying to commentate this. Like, my brain's in 5 places at once. But my god, is it pretty. Oh yeah, it is very, very pretty indeed. Now, you've got some other functionality. You can actually do some kind of time rewinding stuff if you screw up too hard. And you also have the ability to activate score modifiers at will. And then the rest of the game essentially just involves you trying to do all of the rhythm stuff and also not lose horribly and not get blinded by the color, which is everywhere. Oh yeah, there are also different kinds of weapons fire you have to deal with. So for instance, if you fired rockets, you kind of got to spam the spacebar key to suck all the rockets back in. If you fired your plasma beam, it's almost like, it's like holding down the button, and then you have to switch between the different tracks on the screen. This is already insane enough. God. I don't think I'm losing points for hitting the spacebar there. No, I guess this entire section is just about dodging, really. As you can see, you can use your time rewind there to not screw up quite as much. So there you go. Let's rewind back there. Sweet. So you have that ability, and you kind of need it. You also have this sort of score modifier, as you can see, which handily enough blinds you, which is wonderful. It's like, here, that is called the overthruster, I believe. And it blinds you with wonderful bright colors. I'm surprised that I'm not having a stroke at this stage. I think there's like one game that's like almost a rhythm game that is as colorful as this, and it goes by the name of Beat Hazard Ultra, which is an absolutely phenomenal title, I might add. But this is really interesting. It is very much a rhythm game, but also a shooter, which is quite the thing. And it benefits from having an exceptional soundtrack, which is rather helpful. The soundtrack also changes slightly if you put your overthruster on, which I very much like. Now, I think once you figure the game out, it's maybe not quite as crazy and complex as you thought, simply because the actual rhythm of everything is very strictly set to the music. And since you're grabbing stuff on one of the 3 different areas, you don't really have to worry too much about dodging everything coming behind you, because they're not going to place something right there. The thing is, when they decide to immediately place something there just after you took it, you kind of got to pay attention. And you've also got to really stick to the rhythm. This is not something you should really even be playing by looking at what's coming at you ahead. Obviously, see where it's coming from, but rhythm-wise, you have got to nail that. You have got to nail that pretty damn hardcore, just using your sense of actual rhythm, not just by looking at it. Cute thing is, it's actually playing it forward now, and showing you what's going on. Huh, okay, so I was ranked like 17th. Interestingly enough, the guy that was ranked number 1 has less score than everyone else. Have they done the scores in reverse as well? This is just, I don't even know. Okay. I'm just confused, and there's lots of colors and things going on. I don't even know. Sweet. Alright, so I've unlocked the next mission. Let's give this a try. I should also play some of the music, because since it is a fairly important feature of the game, it's good that you get to listen to it. The game is extremely pretty, and it takes what is... Oh, you've got to hold it down for this. There we go. It takes what is otherwise a kind of a generic concept and turns it completely on its head, which I definitely appreciate. Oh, this is off the beat. Seriously? Oh god, my brain. Alright. Ah, no. Damn it. Can I rewind? No. Yeah, maybe. Let's try and get back to where I was. There we go. Where did I first screw up? Okay. Dodge that. Take that. Miss that. Oh god. Oh help. I tell you, if there's one thing I kind of criticize about the game, it's that it's really difficult to sometimes determine, based on the number of colors that are on the screen, where you're actually supposed to be. Because stuff sort of overlaps, as you can see here. And things start to get really, really weird all of a sudden. I don't even know. I just completely lost my mind just watching that. As I said, the colors overlap because some of them are coming from behind, some of them are coming ahead, and it can make it quite difficult to actually see what's going on. Like, what? and then I just suddenly get blinded by colors from all sides. You can put they have this feature on here, as you can see, these beat bars, which do kind of help in that regard. But it does take a fairly significant amount of practice to not mess it up. Let's just say the difficulty curve just went, oh god damn it! It just went ridiculous. Oh man. Okay, let's rewind again and just give it one more try. Obviously the combination of that and obviously the stuff that's going on in the background as well it is difficult to handle. It really is. This is only on medium core. I can't imagine what the first level is like on the most extreme difficulty. Oh, bollocks. I had the first level, and then the difficulty curve. This is not a curve. This is a cliff. The cliff's got spikes on it, and there are rabid badgers in holes just waiting to pounce at every possible opportunity. Oh my god. Oh wow. Alright, let's just retry the mission and try and get my head back in order. I don't know why I'm having way more problems with this mission than I was the first one. I nailed the other one like 93% accuracy, which was okay. It wasn't great, but, you know, I was commentating. Playing a rhythm game while commentating is pretty hard. But here? Wow. It just goes nuts. Okay. I think the best thing to do is just kind of watch the front as best as I can. Not even look at the back. But even then, when stuff overlaps that way that you just saw there, it gets really confusing. And then there's colors all over the place, and I try to reestablish my equilibrium, and it gets really difficult. I think, you know, the best thing to do is probably just watch those colored beat lines. Oh, God. Ah. Jeez. They are not messing around with this thing, are they? Absolutely not. Try and watch the colored beat lines. Don't get distracted by all the other crap that's going on the screen. I think that may actually kind of be a flaw of the game, I've got to say. While it is a pretty game, because you have to handle so much, the busy background and the overlapping colors make it extremely difficult to handle. But I think it's something you will get used to, and it definitely provides a challenge. There's no real doubt about that. But if I had a criticism about it, it would be that. Alright, I've kind of got my groove back now. There we go. Absorb that. There we go. Do I have a multiplier available? I do. There we go. Wash out the colors. Oversaturation, always nice. This is a original enough spin on the rhythm game concept to be interesting, in my opinion. I like the fact that it pretty much sticks to the rhythm nicely. There are some rhythm games that don't really do that. Some people would point to Beat Hazard as being an example of a rhythm game in a shooter, but it's actually kind of not. It's not really a rhythm game at all. It's just something that actually makes your music into some kind of level. There's some beat elements and some nice visualizations, but it's not really a rhythm game per se. Not in the way that this game is. This is very strictly a rhythm game. And the different attacks that you do are just kind of based around different ways of handling the rhythm. But it is a lot of fun. It really, really is. Now let me shut up and show you some of the music. There you go. It's pretty good. Definitely not the best soundtrack I've ever heard, but of course music is highly subjective. And it suits the game very nicely. There's a lot of nice reverse effects, for instance. Some good ambience here and there. And the game is just chock full of a really nice aesthetic, great visuals and audio as well, and I screwed that up horribly. Okay, let's be a little bit curious before we actually round up on this particular title. We're going to try this again. And we're going to ramp it up. Extreme. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm intrigued. Very intrigued. Oh, wow, it even takes longer to kill the boss. There we go. It's finally dead. What is it like on Extreme? Is this going to be truly challenging to rhythm game aficionados? Good question. Good question. So we'll find out in a second. While we get through this, it's currently 25% off on Steam. It'll set you back $7.49, £5.24, €7.49. It will be $10 or €10, around £7.50, once the launch week sale ends on March the 29th. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Extreme. Just how ridiculous is this? Let's find out. I'm just looking at the score. I guess you do get the score lower. Like, you win by having a lower score. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay. This is actually way more difficult on keyboard. This might be something that you actually really need a guitar controller to play properly. Because of how quick you have to kind of go down. With a guitar controller, you could probably play this quite nicely. You'll notice that the 5 colors being used are the same as the ones in the Guitar Hero controller. But because you have to play it with keyboard, it's extremely challenging. Because you have to go back up and then God knows what's going to happen once you end up going and dealing with the stuff coming in from the back. Oh, that's the stuff from the back. Oh, great. Great. Yeah, this is... my brain is melting out through my ears. Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think medium core sounds like a reasonable bet, honestly. I wonder if they've unlocked any challenges, actually, before we do this. There's a few. Don't know if you have access to any of them. Seems like you do. I just want a quick go at the challenge, just to see what kind of rule set. Oh, this requires you to earn a multiplier of 4. Alright, that's fair. So there you go, folks. That is Retrograde. 24 Karat Games brings you this particular one. A nice original twist on the rhythm game concept. However, judging by how ridiculous it is on Extreme, I would say that you might need a guitar controller to take full advantage of this. I don't think it's impossible to play with a keyboard, and at medium core, it's totally playable with a keyboard. No problems whatsoever. But once it gets to that point, it's like, oh, I really should be playing this on a guitar controller because it would be much, much faster. It's hard to say. It may just be because I'm bad at it, but there's just a little caveat to bear in mind. If you pick this up, really want to play it on Extreme, don't have a guitar controller, you might be in for a rough time. Not an impossible one, though. I will be very, very impressed to see people do really good plays on this, because it is mind-bending. It is a beautiful game, it is well realized, it's got a great aesthetic, and it is about time that we saw some twists on the rhythm game genre, because Lord knows, I don't think it's dead, but it certainly smells a bit, and we should probably take it to the Undertakers. My name's been TotalBiscuit, thank you very much for watching. This is Retrograde, and I'll see you next time.